Oak Creek pedophile pastor. Okay. Ontario, that's Canada, you guys, pastor charged with coming to Michigan to have S with a teen girl, also current, April 2022. Oh, gosh. He's ugly. I'm sorry. A former Ontario pastor appeared in federal court in Detroit Friday on charges of traveling from Canada to Southeast Michigan to have blunk with a 15-year-old. Yeah, I said it. Timothy Raymond Milley, or Milley, 68, was a minister at a church in Ontario. From 2009 to 2019. This man was there like 11 years or something. Milley met the girl on the internet and communicated with her frequently. Federal indictment. At some point using the online name as Red Ryder. You guys, you can't make this up. Red Ryder, that's his name. He asked her to send new photos of herself. On June 2013, Milley traveled from his town to Michigan, picked up the teen in front of her high school, and took her to a motel where he had her perform blank blank acts. Federal authorities don't say where the high school or motel are located. Milley returned to Canada the next day and stopped communicating with the victim, the indictment says. In early 2020, the victim learned that Milley had been arrested a year earlier for luring a child in Canada. It was then that she called a local enforcement to tell of her experience. I got something to say on that, but I won't. I commend this victim for coming forward after these many years to disclose the abuse she suffered. Our office supports victims of sexual abuse and encourages victims to contact law enforcement. So she didn't come forward until she just happened to see him in the news. I'm not politically correct, you guys, like, some of our leaders, our politicians, because all those guys have law degrees, they've been in law school, they know how to say things in the right kind of way, or some of our preachers or whatnot, some of our reporters. I'm not that suave. I'm just going to keep it real. I'm not blaming or faulting the victim. I'm just saying that if you come early or as it happened, tell somebody. If you don't have a good relationship with your mom and your dad, I know it's an adult school counselor, school nurse, next door neighbor, your big sister, big brother. Tell someone, because that way that you are helping to prevent other little innocent, pure children being violated, corrupted, or possibly even being deleted. Because when these people get mad or they feel that, hey, I don't want nobody to tell, I don't want this stuff to leak out to my wife or whoever, I'm just going to have to just, get rid of so-and-so. It's just a lot of heartache could have happened. And for me, these days, these girls, young girls coming up now, they're not the girls of when I was coming up, or the girls of my mama's age, or days, or my mama's days. In those days, in my mama days, and my mama's days, or in same thing with your mama days, the average young girl that was in high school, graduating, or leaving from, I guess it's ninth grade to 10th. I don't know that now the guys, because I think ninth grade used to be part of high school. They don't know anything about the S, ending with X. Most of them never seen a man's body or the Nathan Hebrew sausage or chorizo. These that are have friends or other people that they talk about blah blah this, blah blah that, and they don't have the kind of talking that they do now that they had 20, 50 years ago about stranger danger, about dirty old men. They didn't have those conversations. So I don't understand why it still seems to be a large amount of young girls getting caught up in this or being lured. I don't know if it's the social media or if they are maybe the man is giving them money, drugs or cigarettes. I don't know, but I would have seen somebody look like that. First of all, we already knew, Mom already told us, if they look like they old enough to be your daddy, your uncle, you need to run. Let me be quiet, because it looked like Mama's not having no kind of conversation. I guess Mama's so busy out there working 2 and 3 jobs, they're not able to sit down and talk to their kids like they did back in my mama's days, because, hey, some old fugly looking thing come, you better run. You better tell somebody, you know. Next fugly looking thing. Goodness. Senior pastor at Clarksville Church arrested in Michigan on charges he RAP 2 teenagers. This current January 2022. This man looked way older than 43. I had to keep looking. I had to go to 2 other 3 pages because that man don't look 43. That man do not look 43. The senior pastor of a Clarksville church has been arrested in Michigan. What was he doing in Michigan? Pastor Larry J. Rayford Jr., 43, was booked into Montgomery County Jail today. I don't know what. On 4 counts of RAP and 4 counts of statutory AAP, in addition to a worthless check charge. One victim was 15 and the other was 13 at the time of the incidents in August 2020. When reached for comment, the pastor's wife, Tiana Rayford, said the allegations are false. This is just like the Kania Bronson story. Remember, I watched my video. Young girl, 20 years old, basically still a kid. Older gentleman, I shouldn't even call him a gentleman, lured this girl into a, I don't know, relationship or what. Called her mom, said that if she doesn't leave me alone or stop calling my wife, I'm going to get her. And he unlived her, basically. And the wife told the cops, lied, and said, hey, he was with me the whole day. He wasn't missing. He was with me. So these wives are going to take up for these old no-good demonic pedo husbands. People shouldn't believe everything that they hear, she said. There are 3 sides to every story. That's his side, the accuser's side, and God's side. Oh, Lord, she done brought God into it? Y'all better stop using God's name in vain, because he's going to strike y'all down. God is the ultimate judge, the one who is going to bring everything out. That's what the wife is saying. They take up for their husbands, but boy, when these same husbands get ready to unlive them, or bring home a child from an outside woman, and he got to get paid child support. See how they turn on him when these same husband whip up on them, and they trying to get away. See how they start telling everything. Investigation and arrest. August 2021, a year after the alleged incidents and following a criminal investigation, Rayford was indicted by Montgomery County grand jury on 2 counts of RAP. In late November, Raymond left Clarksville for Holland, Michigan. These people keep getting around. They keep moving around, doing the same thing, destroying people's lives and families, the parents' dreams for their children. Okay, so here they're saying, Michigan said that over the Christmas break, authorities developed a potential location for Rayford's whereabouts. In late November, Rayford left to go to Holland, Michigan, where several family members had died and he was needed to help with their funerals. I gotta look that one up. Tiana Rayford told Clarksville, that's his wife, while there, his aunt became seriously ill and he stayed to take care of her temporarily. That's the wife again, talking about that. Michigan State Police said today that over the Christmas break, authorities developed a potential location for Rayford's whereabouts. Officers in Michigan worked with the Montgomery County to track Rayford, and on December the 22nd, he was arrested in Howland with the K9 unit. I think he was trying to get away. That's what I think. Rayford is affiliated with Ship Ministries. Rayford was still listed on the church website as overseer and senior pastor. Tiana Rayford says the ministry still exists, but they have stopped operations until the case is over, and she asked for everyone's prayers as they go through this situation. The Montgomery Sheriff said the Clarksville Police Department assisted with the case. Rayford has prior criminal charges in Davidson County. In 2007, he was convicted of domestic assault. See, didn't I say? I didn't even know until I came to this. See? In 2016, he was charged with child abuse. That case was retired. One goes hand in hand. They go hand in hand all the time. All the time. Okay, my last one here. Former Bellevue Baptist pastor arrested in Arkansas on abuse of a minor charge, and this is August 2022. Bellevue announced Thursday evening it was launching an internal review into former student pastor Keenan Hord, who worked at one of the church's satellite campuses in 2016, until 2016. Bellevue, based in Cordova, and a prominent Southern Baptist church pastored by Steve Gaines, a former Southern Baptist Convention president, has faced criticism and lawsuits in a recent investigative report for how leaders have handled sexual abuse allegations in the past. It's one of the largest churches in the Memphis area with an average Sunday attendance of 8,000. And they bring in a lot of money. Bellevue, Sid Holmes said Bellevue emailed his congregation after the church was notified by First Baptist of an arrest warrant for 32-year-old Hord. Shortly after Hord was arrested, according to police. They be protecting them little pedophiles. Hord has worked at FBC Bentonville since 2016 as an area manager, according to his LinkedIn. We have been devastated to learn that a former employee at our church has been credibly accused of abusing adolescents during his tenure at our church. Hord was an intern at Bellevue Student Ministry from 2011 to 2014, and then was a student pastor at Bellevue, Arlington from 2014 to 2016. Okay, so here they say in June, after Guidepost report came out, and in a separate case, Bellevue settled with a teenage sex abuse victim who sued the church and alleged it provided a space for her abuser to groom and abuse her. So just like I'm saying, I'm thinking they are helping. I don't know if they purposely, but the way they have things set up, a lot of these churches seem to be helping and accommodating these predators by telling the people to stay quiet, be quiet, don't say anything, let the church leaders handle it. That's what I'm getting. Again, all I can say, we have to gotta educate these kids. And I know with children, because you're taught. I mean, if you train your child right, your child is taught. You gotta listen and obey your elders. What your elders, tell you to do. As in the other ones I share, where the man told the pervert told the people, "Hey, I can send you to heaven, or I can take you to hell." You're told when an adult tell you, pick up that trash, lower your voice. Go sit down. Go help your mama in the kitchen wash the dishes. Go help grandpa outside mow the lawn. But we have to show them the difference between something that you should listen and obey and something when it has to do with your safety, that you need to run, hide, share this information with someone, fight back. I don't know. You guys, leave me your comments. Do you know of any situations? Have this happened to you? Are you training your children to be careful and to be alert to the pastor, I don't know, priest, football coach, soccer? We even seen with the gymnastic coaches. Thank you again for joining me at Maria Loves to Talk. Stay healthy, happy, and blessed.